This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, July 19th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. Warsaw-based Bowen Center cut the ribbon Thursday on its new mental health crisis center in Pierceton. Vice President of Intensive Services Tess Ottenweller said the facility features peer counselors who can help individuals experiencing mental health episodes.
I really think what goes above and beyond in this new crisis program is that human connection that our peers provide. They walk alongside the individual throughout their crisis assessment, orient them to the options available, what's coming next.
The facility was made possible with a $4.4 million grant from the Indiana Department of Mental Health and Addiction. Indiana's tech sector saw continued strength in venture capital activity in the second quarter, with a combined $216 million in investment through 48 deals, according to a new report from TechPoint. The investment total is a 360% increase over the second quarter of 2023. The majority of the tech investments came in the life sciences and artificial intelligence and machine learning markets. The deals primarily involved investments in startups at the pre-seed stage, totaling $3 million. The city of Fort Wayne has announced a $5 million gift from the Van Family Foundation to support a pedestrian bridge to be constructed as part of the Puffer Belly Trail. The bridge is designed to provide safe crossing over Coliseum Boulevard, which the city calls one of the busiest roads in Fort Wayne. The city said more funding will need to be raised to complete the bridge crossing, though a specific amount was not provided. Officials hope to begin construction in 2026. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
The head of Kosciuszko County's largest employer, a cornerstone of Northeast Indiana's orthopedics industry, said the company can't make a long-term commitment to stay in the region if US 30 isn't improved. Zimmer Biomet Holdings CEO Ivan Tornos' comments came during the US 30 Summit, an event designed to discuss the safety and economic implications of not modernizing the 155-mile stretch of US 30 between Fort Wayne and Valparaiso. Additionally, Chris Graham, vice president at Fort Wayne-based Steel Dynamics, revealed that his company recently passed Indiana over for additional investment and expansion because of the road infrastructure.
Steel Dynamics recently just committed almost $3 billion facility in Columbus, Mississippi for an aluminum plant. We did not consider this area. You didn't know about it. $3 billion. We look at infrastructure. We look at transportation. We look at power. We look at things. And so you won't hear about the things. You know, we look at the 70 miles between Warsaw and Valparaiso, and we look at that and go, you know, you put a freeway in there and you do it right, that will be full for our kids. This corridor will be used more. We travel from Pittsburgh and Cleveland to Chicago through this corridor, and safety is hugely important.
Graham added that Steel Dynamics supports turning US 30 into a freeway because the benefits outweigh the cost tremendously. A plan to demolish the century-old CSX Railroad Servicing Building across the street from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis is back on track with an updated redevelopment strategy and a heftier price tag. Boxcar Development, an investment group led by Indiana Pacers owner Herb Simon and his family, said it plans to invest at least $300 million to construct a 13-story, 170-room Shinola Hotel and a connected 4,000-seat theater on the property, with plans to open both venues by late 2027. The project would replace the 5-story CSX building with entirely new construction and will also feature a 2-level subgrade parking garage, restaurants, retail, and an elevated walkway connecting the hotel to the Fieldhouse. Indiana Sports Corp President Patrick Talty is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.